Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome into the show that's on in the afternoon. We've got a great show to start the week today.
Dreams are coming true. Already the top of the week.
That's right.
So excited.
I like to start the week off with dreams coming true.
Yes.
We've got Andrea Siracusa in here in studio with us, and she is with Dreams Come True.
This is exciting. Yes.
And we're going to talk about what the organization does, what they've got coming up, and what you need to know, what needs to be on your radar for sure.
40 years, Pete. So pumped.
It's pretty awesome.
Amazing.
Pretty amazing. And we'll, of course, have your funnies, your horoscopes, and your events for today. Let's get it kicked off by telling you about our friends at Bozard Ford Lincoln. Been doing this since 1949. They've been more than just a dealership. They are, of course, a family-owned beacon of trust right here in St. Augustine. Founded on the principles of honesty, integrity, and community service, that Bozard family tradition continues to thrive through generations. They've got that state-of-the-art service facility, 91 climate-controlled service bays out there, a quick lane for no appointment-needed maintenance, plus you can enjoy the comforts of their customer lounge and the unique flavors of Ford's Garage while you're there. They are the proud recipients of the prestigious Triple Crown Award and named Florida's Dealer of the Year by Dealer Rater. Their team dedicated to providing an enjoyable and efficient experience. Bozard Ford Lincoln offers the best in pricing, selection, and service just off I-95 and State Road 16. Where your satisfaction is their mission, and they are driven to inspire. Also, our friends at the Bailey Group, getting enrolled in a health insurance or Medicare plan does not have to be complicated. We tell you this all the time. It can be quite the opposite. At the Bailey Group, you're going to work with a local insurance advisor, so important, and they're going to help you find just the right insurance coverage for your specific needs and your budget. Their goal is making getting covered simple. No added costs, no extra fees. That's my favorite part. The Bailey Group handles individual health and Medicare, corporate benefits, and financial needs for their clients. Let them do that for you. Give them a call. Set up a quick and easy consultation. 904-461-1800. And then, of course, our friends at Elace Med Spa. When you are looking for a relaxing and rejuvenating experience, look no further than Elace Med Spa. At Elace, they specialize in providing you, their clients, with a wide range of luxurious spa treatments and advanced medical aesthetic procedures. Whether you are looking to unwind with a hydrofacial or enhance your natural beauty with Botox, dermal fillers, or laser treatments, their expert staff going to work with you to develop a personalized treatment plan tailored to your needs and goals. Davey, what's your favorite? Some of your favorite services out there at Elace?
Well, I'll tell you what, Juvederm Day is really fun.
Yeah.
This is back on August 21st. You buy one $75 gift card and you get one free. So that's pretty awesome if you're kind of lining up your services.
Yeah, man.
And I've got a really cool exclusive to tell you right now. They are coming up with payment plans. So if you ever get sticker shock on some of the services that you want, there's opportunities out there with some low interest or interest-free opportunities. So yeah, stay tuned for that. That's going to be rolling out momentarily.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
Very good. And of course, they can use your name if they're a first-time client. Get $100 off their services. They're just throwing money out there.
I like it. Let's get it.
Elace.com. See what they've got for you.
Yeah.
Andrea, welcome into the show. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Yeah, thank you for having me. I'm very excited. I appreciate the opportunity.
Absolutely. We're excited to have you. So talk about, first, what is Dreams Come True?
So Dreams Come True is Northeast Florida's only locally based dream granting organization for children battling life-threatening medical conditions.
Okay.
So as mentioned earlier, we've been around since 1984. That's 40 years that
Wow.
we have been fulfilling dreams for children right here in our community. That's Northeast Florida. That's so all the 7 major counties. And we even have some families who live in Southeast Georgia. So we have a huge reach. But what we're doing is we're taking those hospital visits, those days at the doctor's office, those uncertainties, and we're replacing them with joyful memories, once-in-a-lifetime opportunities, and allow families to be families again and not be in the hospital.
Right, because it's
great.
such a stressful time.
Yeah.
It is. I mean, if you can imagine not knowing what your child is going through and how long they're going to go through it and how many times you have to go to the hospital or a doctor's office for treatment, for, scheduled appointments, and then, it completely takes your world and turns it upside down. Kids aren't being able to go to school like all the other children are going. They're not being able to go outside. And so you kind of have a whole new life that you're having to live. And sometimes there's no joy and hope in that because you're just not sure what tomorrow's going to bring. So we're all about replacing that, putting that hope and joy back into that child's life, but that family's life too. And, and it all started with our very first dream in 1984 where we had a young man, his name was George Lee, and loved golf. And one thing he wanted to do was play alongside a pro. And so our founding family, the McGee family, who founded Mac Papers, was actually able to pair him with Fred Couples, and they played a whole round of golf.
That's cool.
Isn't that cool? Now, if you love golf, you're like, wow, that is a dream.
That's legendary.
That is. And what's amazing is that Fred gave George his prize driver. Now, unfortunately, George did pass a year later, but that prize driver was buried by his side. And so he had those memories for that year. His family has had those memories forever, just to know one day was made into something so special. And, you know, and a lot of people think that Dreams Come True, we work with terminally ill children, but these are life-threatening medical conditions. So unfortunately, George did pass, but so many of our kids grow up to be parents. They go to college, you know, they get married, they retire from their jobs. You just never know. There's always a bright future for them, and we try to make that possible.
That's really amazing. So can you tell me how the children are selected?
Yeah.
For this program.
So all of our children are referred to Dreams Come True by our medical partners. That's something very special about Dreams Come True is we have a very deep and strong relationship with the local hospitals and clinics. And here in Northeast Florida, we have the best.
Yeah.
So, you know, we work with Wolfson's, Nemours, Brooks, Shands, Community Peds Care. We work with all of them. And so a child is referred to us by their physician who confirms they have a life-threatening medical condition. And then we work with that physician to find out, you know, what's the best timing for them to go. We don't want to mess with their treatment. And then, you know, the child has to decide on their dream, and the parent has to kind of be part of that discussion of when is best for them too, because they're all going on it.
Right.
There's a lot of little pieces to it, but it's because of our community partners, our medical partners, that we're able to get these referrals. And we do tell people, like, if you're listening to this and you've never heard of us, but you live here and have a child who's battling a life-threatening illness, if you go to our website, dreamscometrue.org, there is a refer a child button, and you can put the information in and tell us who your physician is treating your child, and we can reach out to them. They may not know about us.
Right.
And they may not work at Wolfson's or Nemours. And so we don't want to miss any children. That's our goal, is that the children who live or are treated here in Northeast Florida, we want to make their dreams come true.
How do you do continuing education with doctors? Like I'm thinking of St. Johns County and how much growth is happening. We're getting new medical facilities in town. How do you reach out to those doctors and really get in that door that you said that you have such a great connection with?
It's usually through our current medical partners that really help us out, because a lot of our current medical partners are part of that expansion. And there's some medical facilities we don't work with yet. So it's like, how can our current medical partners, how can shows like this or individuals in these communities who have those connections kind of open that door for us? Because I think once they know that we're coming in not to benefit our organization, this is all about children here and their families. We're here to provide a service that a lot of medical partners have said really have made a difference for these children and families. They have seen some children just turn a corner where before they had no hope. And then they saw, wait, I can still live a life. I can still enjoy my time. So it truly, we say it's the power of a dream, and it makes a difference, and it truly does. But any doors, we welcome anybody. Like, if you're listening to this and think there's a way that you can get involved, whether you're a medical person in the medical community or just a company who wants to get involved, we have ways to work with you and help educate. Because 40 years, you know, it's been a long time, but still we are growing and people don't know about us. So we want to keep that awareness going. So once again, we don't miss any children.
Yeah, that's huge. And what do you think some of the other big differences are between your organization and maybe other wish or dream granting organizations?
Well, going back one, we're 100% local. I can't say we're as local as you can get. We have one office with employees right here in our community. We have no other offices. We're not tied to anybody else. Also, which is very unique in nonprofit world, is 100% of the donations we receive from our donors, unless they designate it otherwise, go strictly to children's dreams.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So when we have community partners who'll do fundraisers for us. We'll have people come in and donate online or come into our office. 100% goes to our children. But then also it's what we do beyond a dream. And we call those the moments in between. So as a child's waiting to go on their dream, or maybe they've already gone on their dream and their medical journey hasn't ended, like what can we do to still help them and support them? And that's like meals during Thanksgiving, it's toys, our personal adoptions during the holidays, where we make sure Christmas is really a joyful time for these families, our tickets to concerts, because if you have a child with a life-threatening illness, you just never know what the bills are going to be. And, you may have been fine before, not now. And so if your child's favorite artist comes in or wants to see like a Disney on Ice, tickets are not a reality. So we try to find every way, working with community partners, creating our own events, just to add extra joy to their lives. And that's no one child's dream. That's just something extra we can do for our kids. And we're able to do it because of our amazing staff we have.
So Andrea, are you worried about growth and not being able to fulfill a lot of kids' dreams out there? Like, what if the list is so big and they have to wait for so long? Talk about the wait list and how you fulfill that.
So we actually have no waiting list. So the only waiting is because medically they are not cleared to go yet. So they may be in midst of treatment, or it's just not the best time to send them. Or the child doesn't know what they want to do, or maybe they're waiting for a certain period of time. So we've never had to tell an eligible child, no, we cannot send them on their dream because we're financially not able to. So that is a blessing. I would never, and I'm pretty sure I can speak for the whole staff, ever want to have to say, we can't send you because we don't have it.
I love that.
But that is the reality. Growth is a reality. And so what we're trying to do is really build the awareness even more than it is today. Trying to get out there for people in all of our outlying counties to really know we have families right here in your county, your neighbors, your co-workers. There may be a connection you never even know existed, because the more we can get support through people, their donations, volunteering their time, building the awareness, that money will be there. So we don't have to start a waiting list, because that is absolutely not an option. It's not.
Yeah. That's truly remarkable.
Yeah.
It really, really is, and very impressive. And I know goes a long way with so many families and so many kiddos.
We have an amazing team that works so hard. I mean,
Sounds like it.
Right now we have over 500 kids dreaming. So you talk about a list. That's a big list. When I first started, it was not that many. And, it's just, unfortunately, I hate to say it, more kids are getting diagnosed, but also our area is growing. More people are moving here, and, they become part of our community. So we want to make sure we can make a difference for everyone.
Absolutely. So what are some of the most popular dreams? Are there any themes? Like, is there a lot of Disney or?
Oh, that's what everybody asked me that. And then I said, well, I will tell you our number one dream is Disney. And then I get that look like, Disney? I'm like, wait. I was like, we don't experience the way our families experience it. They get to go down for a full week, and they get to stay at a magical village called Give Kids the World. It has trees that snore, trash cans that talk, all you can eat ice cream, celebrations every night. And that's just where they stay. And there's so much more added to that. But I think for us, and once again, I go back to when you're a parent, a family dealing with a child who has an illness, you're more focused on your child and their health, and the bills are still coming in. So if any of you have been to Disney lately, it is not cheap.
No, it is not.
Oh, yes.
I don't care who you are, it's still not cheap.
Good
and
gracious.
so, that is so close. And for a lot of our families, it's the easiest way to travel. Like, they can't fly or they can't take long road trips. So it becomes the best option, but little do they know, while it's the best option, it's also one of the most magical options, just because of where you get to stay and everything you get to do. But we still have kids who love to go on tropical getaways. We just celebrate like our 100th Hawaii dream. We have kids who love to go surfing in Hawaii. Some go for the historical factor.
Cool.
We have kids who love to go shopping. Once again, something we probably could just go do today, go shopping and no problem. But for these kids and families, that's not an option. So going to get computer equipment, stuff for school, clothing, that's where one dream. And so I think what touches me the most is when we sometimes have kids who'll come up with a dream idea, and we'll ask them, like, why did you choose that? And they say, because my whole family can enjoy it. It's not just about them. So you get to really, our kids are strong. Our families are strong. But when you hear that a child is thinking, I get this one thing, I get it, but I want to make sure my family gets to be part of it too, which is something we're very blessed about, is that we can send the immediate family and everybody on that trip. But that's what they're thinking about, is who from, their family will be part of that. And
that's got to bring tears to everybody's eyes.
It does, but you got to hold them in.
Yeah, right.
When everybody leaves, then we can cry. You got to hold those tears in, because it's hope and joy. But I always tell everybody, because I do have people, I'll tell them stories and then they'll cry and they say, "Why are you making me cry?" I said, it's not because it's sad. It's you're crying because you're so excited to hear the hope and joy we're bringing back into these families and those children's lives. Yes. So it's happy tears. It really is.
Yeah. So what if, I was a kid, so like what if my dream was to have multiple dreams? Like, would you be like,
Yeah, there are some limitations. I thought you might say, what if I wanted to be a millionaire?
Okay. Whoa. That's a great question.
That is all of our dreams.
Right? Yeah. Hello.
If that ever happens, I'll let you know. Okay. No, there are some restrictions. Like, we cannot give large sums of money, things with certain permits and licenses. We do have to have some limitations, because you do have to also remember, with over 500 kids dreaming, there's a cost to all these dreams. So we never want to, overspend. We can't help everyone. And no child's dream really does impact another's. But we try to sit down actually and get to really know the family and the child. And this is what I praise our staff on. We have a dream staff that works with our families, is they really get to know the child. What do you really love? What is something that you've always wanted to do? And it's always something around, usually something that they did in the hospital that brought them hope and joy, or maybe it's something that somewhere they've always wanted to go but never had a chance to. But we tell them to dream big, and sometimes we have to work with them on that a little bit.
You'd have to work with me a little bit.
Without changing it. But, we have to be respectful also of our donors' money and making sure we can spread it as far as we can. And that's what we're known for, is like, we want to spread it across so many dreams. But we want to make sure whatever that dream is, that child is excited for it and they get the most out of it.
So you guys have an event coming up, the DCT 5K, correct?
Yes.
How do people get involved in this?
Well, there's so many ways. If you go to our website, dreamscometrue.org, we have all the information on there about our 5K. You can walk, you can run. We even have people who roll in it. So it's meant for everybody. It's at UNF. There is a 5K and a 1 mile fun run. So if you're like me and 5Ks are like, no way.
I'm with you. I hear you.
You can walk it, or you can do the 1 mile, but it's really meant just to bring everybody together. We have a lot of companies and individuals who will form teams and like in memory or in honor of our dreamers, and they'll come out and they'll wear the same shirts and stuff. And then we have ambassadors who are dreamers who will be out there cheering you on, giving you your medal. But if even walking a 5K or 1 mile is not the option, we always are looking for volunteers. And that's a big thing to know. We are a small staff, and so we are always looking for extra hands to help us through our big events and anything that we have going on. So, but you can find all of that on our website at dreamscometrue.org.
And I would imagine sponsors welcome too, correct?
Yes, absolutely. So we welcome sponsors in all kinds of different ways. 5K definitely love to have sponsors who help with these events, because some of that helps to offset the cost. But then if you just don't want to tie to an event, maybe you want to sponsor a dream. We have options for companies and individuals to come in and sponsor a full child's dream, where they actually get to meet them during their dream party. So this is like a little celebration we do before they leave. And so they get to see firsthand who they help. So we always have something going on. And I'm very big on saying with our organization, which I truly believe in what we do, is that it's not cookie cutter. So everybody who gets involved with us, we sit down, just like our dream staff does with our family, we sit down with you to find what's the way you want to get involved. I don't expect everybody to go out and do a fundraising event. Maybe they do just want to volunteer. Maybe they just want to sit down and talk and find different ways. We just want to sit down and find ways that people love to get involved, because at the end of the day, we want them to see the joy we see every day.
What about tangible gifts, or donations? I'm thinking holiday times has got to be, getting toys out for kids and things like that. Do you guys ever do that?
Oh, we do. So there's a couple things we do. Where before you get to Christmas, there is Halloween, and we do a huge trunk or treat next to our office. And it's a drive-through trunk or treat. The kids stick out nets from their cars, and fill their cars with candy.
How fun!
It's fun. I think that parents curse us though at the end. So much candy.
So much candy.
But so that starts there. We look for candy donations to cover that because that could be close to 200 kids coming through that drive-through, and no one's giving them one piece of candy.
Right, God bless.
Right.
Our vendors bring candy, but we like to have extra, and then we take it to the hospital, give to the kids at the hospital too, because they can't be there. And then we get into, Thanksgiving with baskets. We look for canned goods. Our companies are individuals who want to create their own dinner basket for our families. And then, yes, Christmas is our biggest one because we set up a toy shop in our office, and families come in and pay nothing. They come in, they secretively get the gifts that work best for their kids, take it home, wrap it, and put it under the tree. They do not have to tell their children they got it from us. We're basically their one-stop shop.
Oh,
so,
amazing. That is so cool.
We love donations like that, and gas gift cards, meal gift cards, because a lot of our families are traveling to and from the hospital. Like I said, there's so many ways we can get individuals and businesses involved in ways that works best for them, but it is endless because there's just so many amazing kids streaming right now.
That's awesome.
Wow. You guys are doing great work. Andrea, thank you so much for coming by and enlightening us and letting our audience know about what you guys are doing. It's really, really amazing. Thank you.
I really appreciate the opportunity. I think as we were talking a little bit earlier off air, we're just growing here in St. Johns County. And I think right now we're close to about 70 kids that we're working with just here in the county. And we've granted almost 400 dreams for kids here in St. John. So if you think we don't impact kids here, we do. And we want to get everybody more involved so you can help that neighbor, that friend, whoever that may be who's connected to us. But I appreciate your opportunity for letting me be here. Thank you so much.
Absolutely.
Oh, incredible story. That was so good.
Definitely. Dreams come true.
Yes, sir.
And they really do with this organization.
Save that date, September 21st. That's going to be a great 5K, walk, run, whatever you got.
Yeah. Get involved however you can. Hey, got to give a big shout out to our friends at Old Town Trolley. If you don't feel like walking downtown, this is the best way to not do that. A significant part of Old Town Trolley also, their philosophy is giving back to the communities in which they operate. Old Town Trolley is proud to offer their sincere appreciation and support for so many local charities and events, such as Light Up the Night, 4th of July fireworks, Beach Blast Off, the Holly Jolly Shopping Trolley, and more. Old Town Trolley is just great members of our community. We appreciate them. And take a ride on a green train next time you're downtown.
And shout out to our hometown heroes. For 45 years, All American Air have been serving St. Augustine and St. Johns County. They take great pride in providing quality service and installations, in turn, gaining a customer for life. All American Air can match any price, but no one can match their quality and service. Our friends at Steve Chapman's All American Air will take exceptional care of your home unit. When was the last time you had somebody over to inspect it and make sure everything's running thoroughly? Well, get on the board. Get a call, 904-461-0070.
And, of course, our friends at Bin 39 Wine Bar, where I guarantee you will find your new favorite wine if you haven't already down there at Bin 39. And if you have, go find a new favorite wine. They got a huge selection of wines for you to choose from. Almost 100 different wines out there on hand and ready for you to sip, sample, or take home with you.
Sip, sample, or savor. Ooh, I like that.
Sample or
that was so good, Pete. Yes. I'm going to write that one down.
All right. Okay.
They got a big party tomorrow night, Tuesday night.
Oh, do they?
4
Great.
to 7 p.m. It's going to be show up, show out. It's going to be super fun. So it's like a fun backyard bash. End of summer is what they're calling it, but it's going to be great.
Oh, great way to celebrate the end of summer.
Yes.
At Bin 39, right there on the Orange Street side of St. George Street. You're going to love the experience there from start to finish. Check them out today. One thing you may not love from start to finish is our Monday horoscopes.
Yikes.
Aries, Taurus, Gemini on deck today. Aries. Well, Aries, it's your turn to lead the parade of misery. Expect this month to be as welcoming as an angry bear. Your unstoppable urge to be first will only land you in a mess of responsibilities you never even wanted. Friends and family will avoid you like the plague, leaving you to fight your own battles. You'll wake up every day with a renewed sense of determination to conquer the world, only to trip over your own stubborn feet. Oh. Good luck with that.
Yeah.
Taurus. Hey, Taurus. Feeling lazy and stubborn? Of course you are. Expect your love for comfort and stability to be turned upside down. The universe plans to bankrupt your favorite restaurants and destroy your comfy couch, leaving you with nothing but grief and a sore rear end.
Rick.
Your favorite TV show will get canceled, and your decision to avoid change will only make things 10 times worse.
Oh, man.
But enjoy the ride. Gemini. Oh, Gemini, your dual-natured mess. You dual-natured mess. Your indecisiveness will reach new peaks this month. While trying to please everyone, you'll end up pleasing no one. Your gift of gab will get you in trouble at work, and your friends will find your charm about as endearing as a mosquito buzzing in their ear. We know all about that here. So get ready for a month of confusion, miscommunication, and regret. Enjoy.
Wow, super messy. But I've got a super great opportunity for you guys.
All
Big
right.
Sam Slam educational series is happening Lighthouse Park. This event is by Soul Margin Fishing Conservation Foundation. This is happening Saturday, September 7th. From 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. They're protecting Northeast Florida's coastal environments for future generations. Very, very cool. I'll put link in comments for you guys to check this out. But they have various topics, including fish and oyster habitats, plankton, water quality, microplastics, and very different facets of our coastal water wetlands. This will be very, very fun. If you're interested in this, I would definitely check this out. Saturday, September 7th, a Big Sam Slam educational series, Lighthouse Park.
Okay. Sounds good.
Oh, yes, our friends. Just a reminder for everybody, the Art House is doing a fundraiser with the Junior Service League of St. Augustine and benefits the St. Augustine Lighthouse.
Oh, wow.
This is happening August 20th, 6:30 to 8:30 p.m. Join them for an evening of creativity, giving charity draw and sip class. It's very, very fun with the professional artists. 20% of the proceeds to JSL will benefit the Lighthouse. It's going to be a lot of fun. This is happening Tuesday, tomorrow night, 6:30 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. Junior Service League fundraiser at the Art House.
All right. Very good.
And we'll be hearing from our friends from St. Francis House in Port in the Storm. They've got an 80s prom night coming up.
Okay. That sounds fun.
And they're celebrating 4 decades of serving the homeless inside St. Francis House. Very exciting. Save the date, September 21st, 6 to 10 p.m. at Celebration Hall at St. Anastasia Catholic Church. That's on the island. Great space. It's underutilized. It's a very, very cool space. So this will be a lot of fun for everybody. Save that date, September 21st. And we'll hear from Joy. She's going to give us all the details coming up soon.
Great. That'll be a great talk. Hey, speaking of great, Magnolia Family Dentistry. How about that? They are redefining what it means to visit the dentist in St. Augustine and St. Johns County. Magnolia Family Dentistry is not just about clean teeth. It is about a clean and extraordinary experience from start to finish. The moment you step through their doors, you're going to be welcomed into a state-of-the-art practice that prioritizes your comfort and well-being. Magnolia Family Dentistry, their commitment to excellence shines through in every aspect of their care, from routine checkups to advanced procedures. Dr. Rodriguez and her dedicated team provide a warm, caring atmosphere where your health and your happiness are their top priority. Give them a call, see what all your friends and neighbors are smiling so big about. 904-824-0990. Speaking of putting smiles on people's faces, Shayla Moore.
People love this space.
Yes, they do. Oh, man.
So cool.
Hearing so many great reviews, so many great comments every single week, really every single day I'm seeing these things.
100%.
You can step beyond the velvet rope and into the heart of plush romance at Shayla Moore, St. Augustine's premier jazz venue, tapas lounge, and special events space. Treat yourself to an unforgettable evening where Chef Ellie Rose's artisanal tapas dazzle your taste buds, and Chef Austin crafts fresh, vibrant, and exclusive sushi experiences to elevate your palate. Sip on fabulous drinks while live jazz fills the air. And you can also, it's a great place to have your own party out there as well. They specialize in private dining, rehearsal dinners, baby showers, luncheons, all types of great parties. It's a great space for your next special event of anywhere from 20 to 150 people. And if you're reserving something for the holidays, which you got to hurry up on that, they are filling up fast. Make sure you mention 904 now and save $200 on that booking. That'll be huge. They're at 45 San Marco, complimentary parking for their guests, 21 and up establishment, open 7 days a week from 4 to 11. Shayla Moore, if you have not tried it yet, you absolutely got to get in there. I mean, it's just the most unique experience in St. Augustine. Make a reservation at bitesbubblesandjazz.com.
And since 1987, Panache opened its doors to be a cut above the rest. Their mission at Panache is to care for their team, guests, and community from scalp to soul and bring the joy to the world one service at a time. What's the Panache difference, you ask? Well, it's their carefully chosen and highly trained staff there to exceed your expectations. The same goes for their elegant salon space dedicated to guest comfort and devotion to innovation and artistry. They're focused on making your day and continually raising the bar by aligning with Aveda's mission of ethical and sustainable business practices and, of course, its high fashion aesthetic. Get posh and go to getpanache.com and get with it, boo.
Yeah.
All right, something that we will never do again, which is roommates.
Oh, yeah, I don't ever want to roommate.
So these are the worst roommates in the history of having roommates. All right, this first one.
Oh, Jesus.
That's so bad.
Wow. Jesus.
Like, what are you doing with
How do
your
you sleep
life?
in that?
God.
That's disgusting.
Filth. Let's go to the next one. Oh, next one. Yeah, don't use somebody else's mouthwash, and then you get this laundry list of a letter. You're not reading that. You're not even going to read that. You saw the word karma at the end.
Yeah.
You're tossing that.
Yeah.
Next up, roommate decided it was a good idea to put the incense cone on the lid of my telescope. Ooh.
Oh, no.
That's not good. Yikes. Next up, when your housemates uses the living room as his bedroom.
And he's apparently the first guy.
Yeah, it's like the den of slack there.
Jesus.
Jeez. Next up, my roommate thinks spatulas are clean unless he uses them to cook with. I mean, he still uses them. Yeah, that's so nasty.
I have to
Rank.
move from that picture. That was gross.
Look at this next one with the dryer lint. You got to stay on this.
How they haven't had a house fire by now is mind-boggling.
Oh, finally, my roommate used my favorite turtleneck as a barbecue rag last night. Yeah, there that goes.
You're fired as
Send an invoice,
Get
right?
out of here.
Oh, love trying to make breakfast before my work with this lovely kitchen. What is going on?
Yeah, that's a party house.
That's a party house.
With
Right,
the
with that,
Mad Dog 2020.
I know, you see that?
it's empty, and the Malibu just chilling. Yeah. Next up, how
There's
about
two
this?
empty mat. Never mind. Go ahead. Continue.
Clogged. I'll get a new plunger today. Oh man, I can't. Next one. Who does this? I've never seen this before in my life. You
Yeah.
had the last bite and you just leave the dish in there.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, you're fired.
never, ever, ever having roommates again
Ever.
in my life. I will be on the streets before I do.
Totally.
All right, you guys have a great day. Thank you, Davey, for putting together a great show. Rick for running the whole thing behind the scenes, and everybody out there for watching. And of course, Andrea for coming in. We'll see you guys tomorrow.
Bye, everybody.